Hi everyone, this is just a very quick reading for the collective to just look at the moon energies and to see how that's affecting us all. Right now we're going into a full moon. There's also a lunar eclipse coming, so there's a lot of energetic changes around you, and also it's a time of being quite emotionally drained at times. So just be very aware of the energy you're having right now and to not put too much out right now, because it's a very intense time coming up. So just be very much aware that you might feel a bit more drained than normal, you might feel a bit more emotional than normal, and things might be a bit intense. So just be very much aware of that. We are also, the full moon is also in Virgo, which is it's a very grounding time, but with it being an eclipse as well, it will then also make things a lot more it's more challenging as such. So just be very much aware that it's a time of growth and new period of in your life coming, but also that you might find that your emotions are getting a bit heavy at times, and you might feel over the next few days especially that certain things that normally don't bother you are now bothering you slightly. Try not to overthink this time and just accept that this will actually go back to how it should be. But just be really aware that this is quite, in full moon is quite a powerful time anyway, but when we're then also going into the eclipse, it sometimes does throw with it some really challenging times. So just be aware of that. But let's have a look now at an overall reading for the collective and see how certain changes are affecting you and what you can do to make sure that you have the easiest transitional time as possible. So, just to quickly explain how the readings for the collective are working, it's basically I'm looking at the general overview of the energy around and what is there and what to watch out for. It might not resonate with everyone, and sometimes you might listen to it and you think, I could make that fit, but I'm not too sure. Do not try to make any reading fit to you. If it's right for you, it will make sense. A lot of the times I do find that sometimes certain readers might ask you to think about it harder and make it fit, and I always say don't do that, because if a reading is meant for you, it will make sense. And readings for the collectives are not always for everyone. You might find that you listen to 5 readings and suddenly one makes sense, and that's the one for you. So don't ever try to make it fit. So if what I'm saying here now is not really right for you, then just accept that this wasn't meant for you this time, but it could be next time. So just never try to make it fit. So let's have a look what's coming up. So I want to see like the overall energy coming up and then see where we're going from there. So let's have a look. So where are we going? Let's have a look. Okay, now interesting enough, we having basically the balance card here, and I did say earlier that it's about balance and making sure that we actually really stay in focus of our emotions and of our energies. Excuse me. And to really be focused on us right now. So that's very fitting. Okay, yep. Okay, let's start with those ones. Basically what I'm getting here is we're looking at a time that's very much a new beginning, a new start. Things have been very slow over the last few months, and I do see that, how can I say, we feel we're now at a point in the year where things are starting to change. We're starting to see spring coming and everything is starting to come together, and it feels like it's right. And that's the important thing, is it is right. Now it's the time for you to really start embracing the changes around you and to now like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to actually have my life the way I want to. So at the moment, I would say the moon itself, the energy I'm getting here is take your time. Don't try to rush things. Don't try to make things fit if they don't fit for you. And there will be challenges coming, and I do see this is a very challenging time coming, and not just because of the moon energies, but because of everything that's going on around you. Try to express to others as well how you feel, because I do see that sometimes we're not always saying what we want to say, and this is something I'm feeling with you as well. It's make sure that you actually, if you don't want to do something, say you don't want to do something. This is something quite hard, and I do speak about that quite often, and we are somehow conditioned so often to be this kind of a nice person and always do the right thing. And being a nice person doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a people pleaser. And not saying that we are all people pleasers when we try to do nice things, but sometimes it can go into the realms of, yes, I'm doing too many things for everyone else and not actually accepting myself in this. And yeah, the thing here that I'm getting is, because I was just looking to see, is there anything else the moon is telling us to really focus on? And right now, the thing to focus on is to really step back, look at what it is we want, look at your path, where you're, excuse me, where you're right now, where do you want to be? Because right now, things are very stale, aren't they? I can see that. I can see that everything is feeling very much, I don't really know where to go anymore. It feels, life as such feels boring to you at times, doesn't it? And it's, you just want to have changes. And right now it's a time of changes. Right now it's a time of really embracing what is coming up. And this is what it's showing me here. And the whole energy around this is very much telling me, yes, things are going to be a lot better. Things are going to be a lot more straightforward. But for that to happen, we do need to accept that, yeah, I have to be honest with where I want to go and what I want to do. Let's have a look. So right now we know the energy of the moon and the energy around a lot of us is one of stagnant, one of feeling, I don't know what to do. It's basically a time of, where should I be heading? And that's what we want to look now. So where are we heading? What is the moon giving us that can actually start moving us forward? Okay, as you can see here, she's moving forward. She's coming like towards us. She's kind of like saying, I claim my own power. I'm claiming who I am again. And that's what I want you to do. Start looking at this time, at this moon period, to really look at, where do I want to be? What do I want to do? What is it that, what I desire? Because at the moment, you too often are looking at what you should be doing and how you should be reacting. Stop that. Start looking at what it is you want, because otherwise you'll end up being drowned in your own frustration, and we don't want that, do we? So use this moon period, this full moon, to really start looking at what it is you want. Look at where it is you are heading. What is it that is missing in your life, and really start bringing that in, because now is the time to bring it in. If you wait for another few months, yes, you can still bring it in, but why wait? Right now is the time to really start going for what it is you want and go for happiness. Stop going for what you feel you should do. Go for what you want. So it's a perfect time. This is a really strong moon energy that I'm getting, and it just feels exciting. There's a real excitement coming up. The lunar eclipse will really start bringing out a lot of things that you have been putting on the back burner, where you haven't felt like, I can't really do that. It doesn't really feel quite right. Now it's the time to just say to yourself, you know what? I'm ready. I want this. Let's have a final look at see if there's anything else standing up. And basically, let's leave us with that. It's about strength. It's about starting to feel I'm good enough and I can do this. This is a very strong moon and a very powerful time. Don't let this go to waste, because you can actually have an amazing few months coming up, or you can have a time that still stays very stale and stagnant. I know you don't want that. I don't want that for you. So let's focus on really going for what it is you want. This is a very emotional time coming up. Be prepared for that. But generally looking, it's a very powerful, positive time. use it and really make sure you go for what you want. One thing I would recommend, get yourself a little sunstone. I haven't got one here right now. It's a nice reddish orangey stone. Have that on you if you can, and it will really boost your energy. I hope that helped, and until next time.